Hi there! Today I'm thinking about building a new mast for the catamaran. This mast, the old mast, is a bit heavy, 12 kilos. It's no problem to load it onto the car. Raising it is the problem. It's divisible and that's good, but the two parts are joined by two rods and one aluminium pipe, and it doesn't feel strong enough. Especially when you have strong winds. Still, I want to have a divisible mast because there are some benefits. When it comes to transportation, this mast doesn't extend in front of the car. This is less than 50 centimeter extending backwards, and you don't need a flag for that. Also, when it comes to storing the mast, if it was a full-length mast, it would extend outside the garage. It's also not so good to build inside the garage a mast that is longer than the garage is, especially in this kind of weather. When it comes to the joining, I'm thinking about something similar to the kayak. Two pieces that fit together, where the smaller piece can go inside the larger piece. This has proven to be very strong and durable. To make the mast lighter, I'm also thinking about stealing the concept from the kayak. With the thinner walls, it will be lighter. The current mast has walls that are 2 centimeters thick, and I think that's way too much when you're thinking about the requirements. Glass fiber on both sides of a rather thin wood material in the middle, a sandwich construction, where you utilize the strength of both material in a maximal way, where the wood will provide the strength in the length direction, whereas the glass fiber will provide the strength in the cross direction. That's the design principles I'm thinking about. Now let's draw one solution for the mast. So we had two options to make this mast. We can place a junction in the lower 36% of the mast, or we can place a junction in the higher 66% of the mast. The benefits of having it further down into the mast is that the junction is a bit heavy, and the support for the boom is a bit heavy, and also the standing plate to the crossbeam of the catamaran is a bit heavy. So all those heavy things are low down in the mast, meaning that the mast will be lighter on the roof rack, meaning that it will be easier to raise as it's heavier in the bottom, less weight if the upper end of the mast falls down. It will be stronger where it needs to be strong, and less heeling moment as it's less weight high up. There are of course some drawbacks as well. The first one is the mast can't rotate. If you want to make a rotating mast, the mast will fall if one of the stays falls, and you will not be able to use the lesser 64% of the mast as a reefed mast, or a mast for a reefed sail. So there are more positive things with having the dividing point a little further down into the mast, but I'm still leaning towards having it higher up, as it will be a more natural stay point, and I can also make a reefed head for the mast if you know that you're going out into strong winds and you want to reef the sail from the start, and then you don't have the problem with so much mast weight high up. Yeah, what do you think? Should I make the dividing in the lower part or in the higher part? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. That's all for this time.